Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today I am going to try to attempt hanging up an end-fed antenna on a tree. Of course, if you guys already follow me and seen me on my live stream, I showed you the end-fed, the one I'm going to put up there, and my plan originally was to keep it because years ago when I had my end-fed, I had it hooked up to this side. There was a pole here, and it went all the way up there to where the MFJ 1886 is at now. It's on that chimney. I had a mast there, and I had the infrared from there to here, and it worked pretty good. And that's probably more the safer route. Sorry for my giggling, but this is kind of like I'm trying to be a little discreet. And of course, I can't do this at night because it's just too dark. It's no way. And so I'm looking at using the tree, this tree right here, which is right over the fence. And let me back up over here. I can show you. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be editing this video too much. I'm gonna edit here and there, but I just want to show you what I'm dealing with. Of course, this is my property. All this right here, you've seen it many times. That tree is the city of Yonkers. That tree is the city of Yonkers. All of that is the city of Yonkers. And of course, I have a neighbor that parks his. I'll show you. You can see he parks his van in there, even though it's illegal to park inside that spot, but he always parks it. So, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? He's been doing that for years. I don't care because it's not on my property. I don't care. He doesn't make any noise. You know, keeps the trouble out of here. I mean, we get along. He's quiet. He's a quiet guy. He doesn't bother people. But, excuse me. And I know I'm talking a little low because I don't want to sound too loud here. I don't want to bring attention. Of course, I want to use this tree. Why not? Hey, it's there. No one is using it. And I want to keep it close because I need, obviously when I bring down the paracord to secure it, I want to secure it on my fence. On a fence pole. And eventually I'm going to put a spring on it too. He's probably going to notice it eventually. But he's not going to say anything. Because you know what? Like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? And I got the goods on others. So I ain't worried about that part. The reason why I want to keep it clear nearby, because if I go out there, there's kids that go up out there, they pass through here every so often, especially in the summer, but all year round. And they like to wander, and I don't want them, messing with, with anything. So if I put anything out there, it has to be very, very discreet, and nobody can see it. But for the end fed, and I may do that in the future, just for like a receive type of antenna, a receive long wire, like a really extreme long wire type deal. But right now, I want to get this end fed up. And of course, I could do it that way, the original way, the way I had it. And if I have to, I will. But I want to try this method first. So let me back up over here. And I want to be careful. I don't want to trip over this boulder right here. And then you'll see the sky. So I'm going to be around here behind this tree. As you can see now, nobody can see me from this angle. And it's a perfect angle for my slingshot to go up there. I want to try to get that. I'm going to try to show you that fork right there. I want to get it through there. I want to shoot it through this V right here. You see where my fingertip is at? that fork, I want to get I want to shoot right through. Yeah, right through there. That's the one I want. Right through there. That's gonna be a. And the reason I want that, because this other branch looks like it's about to break. So I don't want to use this one. Because these branches, they break over time. That one looks that one looks nice and strong. That fork, and that's the one that's right above my property. So, you know, I can say, hey, it's above my property. I can use it. Just in case of any type of bullshit in the future. There goes my PG rating. Yeah, it's above my property. Hello, if you don't want me to put anything in the property, you need to cut these limbs, right? All right, let me stop. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to get that fork, and I'm gonna put it on a tripod. After that, and you're gonna see me try to attempt to shoot. Of course, I took a few practice shots already from different angles, so I'm gonna take practice shots from here first, and then we'll see if I can do that. And I'll show you what I have on the inside that box. So what's inside the box? Of course, I got the slingshot right here. Put that right there for a second. I know if I'm moving the stuff around, but I want to be discreet. Of course, this is the one I'm going to shoot up there. This is a 50-pound test line with, let me get the other ends. And with this weight, this is going to be on, this is what I'm going to shoot up there. It's tied up to that 50-pound test line. Okay, there you go, focus, there you go. So let's put that there. That's just a pair of pliers, just put that there, just for now. Of course, 1100 paracord, 50 feet. This is what's gonna secure the end fed to the top of that fence. Okay. Of course, the end fed itself is right here. It's in the box. It is a 9-to-1 onion. It is rated at 200 watts, which I will probably never even come close to when I do transmit. Okay. And on this end, you put the dog bone. This is a kind of ceramic dog bone thing. And of course, security here, tied up. Triple tire wrap, very high. So there won't be any slippage at all. And also electrical tape around it so no water won't permeate, because the end of this, the cut part, is I don't want to, even though it's exposed, I don't want no water to go in there at all, because then it'll permeate through the wire, and this should work fine. Okay, and this is just other stuff in here. It's just nothing. It's just to cut the stuff. Just put it right here. And of course, this cardboard box is gonna help with when I launch the string. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen some of the string in here with the spool, because I don't want to put it on the grass. It's not on the grass no more. Look at all the leaves that are all over the floor. Can't have that. I'm gonna put it in here so when I bring it back, I can throw it all in here, and then I'll, organize it. Now, of course, people use a fishing reel. I have a couple of them. But I don't want that. I don't want to. It's not necessary. I don't think it's necessary for this particular thing. And maybe in the future I may build that contraption thing I seen that people use. Right now I'm just gonna try to do it this way, and let's see what happens. Alright, I'm just trying to get the shot here. Okay, so I'm going to be standing over there. And I'm going to shoot the... I'm going to take up a couple of practice shots first with the glass beads. And then I'm going to try my first attempt. That went good. I'm a regular William Tell, bro. I should I should be in the Olympic teams. If they have an Olympic team for this, 2 tries. Bam. So let me show you the other end. It's right here, bring it in. It's right here. Bammo. See that? Follow the green, 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 green. You see? And I pull on it. Let me show you. I'm trying to be this. Right there. He's going right up that tree. right underneath the other side of that fork. So now the next step is to secure the, let me get that in right here. Now the other end, actually, I start pulling on this end. This is the end I'm going to pull on. The other end, I have to secure the paracord. Let me try to focus on that right here. That's going to be the tricky part because there are branches up there, loose branches and all that. So with the paracord, I'm going to try to really and also I don't know, I don't have hopefully I don't have much room for I left some margin because the paracord is 50 feet, and I believe that that fork is about, it's going to be kind of close. That fork has to be about 35 feet. 35 feet is right around there. Right around there. Oh, around there somewhere, the fork. Actually, no. What am I doing? Yeah. It's the one above. Oh, no, it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. Sorry, my bad. It's that one right there. So it's about 35 feet up. So that's the next thing. Now I'm going to bring down the paracord, and I'm going to try to weave it through here. Alright, and secure it here. And we'll see. So now I secured the fishing line to the start of this paracord. Okay? Now I'm going to send that up there. I wanted to show you that first. Of course, I tied it. I even put a tie wrap on it just to really tighten it so there's no slippage at all. It should be fine. Okay? And on to the next step. And I'm going to be over there. I'm going to be pulling the fish line. And the paracord should be going up. Alright. Sorry for that. Alright, so I just gotta pull this fishing cord, and the power cord should be found right there. Actually, there's a box. I drop all of it in the box. As I spool it, as I move it, I'm not gonna spool it. I'm gonna throw it in the box. It's easy. Actually, we done that from the beginning. Hello. Okay, here we go. Take your time. When you do this stuff, take your time. You might encounter some resistance. Take your time. Take your time. Feel some resistance. Slowly going up on that end. I'm not going to use this anyway, but I just want here now. I don't have one of those spool thingies, but that's why I think like the traction would have been better. And of course, wear gloves. And of course, wear gloves. Now, of course, I'm not gonna take it all the way up because I'm gonna put the end fed here. I'm gonna stop right here. Here it is. Okay. This is the paracord now. It's going up. It's already up there. But of course, I gotta put the end fed now. Next step. I'm trying to hold it without. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I need to use my right hand for this one. I'll show you. So this is the end. This is the end fed. This is the paracord. And I'm gonna pull this up. Focus in there. Focus. 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 I did a knot. So don't ask me what type of knot it is. I don't know. I'm not a Boy Scout, and so on. I was never in the Navy. I was in the Air Force, so we don't do knots. Sorry, just please don't ask me that, please. I don't know. Basically, this knot is, but I did make it so if you pull on it, it will tighten more. But of course, it's not gonna tighten much more because I put two tie wraps on it. So I don't want to take a chance of any slippage or anything, and that should really hold it. Now, I know this is a bit of overkill, but I want to make sure that that thing does not come loose. Okay. Let me zoom in there. You can see it. And that's what's going to go up now. All right. So I finally got it up there. And let me show you. Let me just show you right here. This is the original. This is from this piece right here is from the original. When I had the end fed up on the rooftop. So that end is secured with the clip. Of course, this is just temporary because I'm going to get a spring because I want to give it a little more slack. I mean, it has some slack, but I need to go on that side of the yard. And you see this the line is wrapped around that branch. I want to finagle it away from that branch because that branch is loose. And that way I got more slack. That's why it's coming in like this. Sorry, I've got the camera coming in like this. Then it shoots this way. I don't want that. I want to finagle that thing over. So I'm going to go around and do it later on. You know. And get it to where I got more slack. That way that branch is not in the way. You know. And then it's just shot straight up to that fork that I got that got that metal that lead that little metal cast through. Okay, so this is 50 feet. And this is pretty much maxed out. But it's just there is some slack though. But I want to get more slack and I want to have a spring here. So I got that end. And of course my end fed is 82 feet of wire. So let me turn around over here. And let me start from all the way up there. It's all the way up there. So it's a good, close to, I don't know if you can see it right there, where I could, let me show you right here. If I could, I don't know if I can zoom in there. You can see it. If I put my finger, let me see. I'm trying to find the spot. Oh, I lost it with my, oh, sorry about that. Right. East around right there. Where the paracord meets the end fed. There's a dog bone in between, of course. Very secure. So the end fed is not touching any of the branches. Only right here, only little pieces right here, basically. I'm not even, but it's not touching the. That was my goal. I didn't want no part of the end fit to touch any wood, any branch. So I got a clean shot. You can see the wire. I got a clean shot all the way down to my other side of the yard. It's all the way down there. And let's take a walk over there. Okay, so let's take a walk over here. Ready to focus. We're gonna walk through here. Of course, I had to wait till he leave. And we're gonna walk here. We're gonna walk underneath this tree thing that I had to set because it's straighten up this tree. There goes my hula hoop. I'm like 30 right there. And you can see he's on a good, nice angle. That's the angle I wanted. I couldn't ask for a better setup almost. I just ran out of yard space. So we're here. Of course, this is just a temporary setup. I'm going to move this probably a little bit over there. So right now I just have a temporary setup. It's right here, you see? Just tie wrap right there. It's just temporary. Because I need to get that spring and I need to finagle that. Let me step over here. And I'll show you the picture now. You can see the wire. Let me go this way. The wire's going all the way up there. All the way up to that. Right there, baby. Mission accomplished. So the top of this sloper is about 40 feet up in the air. So my roof is about 25 feet. And that is definitely another 20, almost 20 feet above my roof line. So I think it's we're talking about 45 feet at the top of that. I cannot ask any more than that. And I'm definitely gonna do some receiving on this, see how that does. And then I'm gonna finalize it. Like I said, I need to get a spring and a mount for this because I want to have it a little lower. I want to clear this thing out of here, all this crap out of here. Or maybe I'll move the end fed over to this end, but I want to set up some kind of mount. I just want to make sure it's secure. Even if I put a piece of wood mount and then I can put this into the, so I don't want this, obviously, I don't want the contact with any of this. Or I can leave it as is, just put a metal clamps there and that'll hold it. There should not be any issue. But I want to clean this up. Let me just go around to the other side so you can see the other side of it. I'm going to walk down. And here, let me walk down. I might as well just walk. I was going to stop the video and you know what, let's just walk. Let's walk it. Well, I'm going to walk. You guys can watch me walk. All right. So I got to walk down these steps. I'm going to go over here. Just want to get another view before I wrap up this video. And this is definitely... Wow, I don't really want to do this again anytime soon. There goes the wire. And it disappears right up there. We see the sun is there. I'm sorry. I'm block out the sun. It goes, and then it shoots up there. So it's going to come down here. And bam, there we go. Okay, and say I'm going to make a more permanent setup, but I just got it up. That's my main objective, was to get it up. And now I can secure it more with the spring. And of course, I don't want to stress this wire because I want to give it the slack. Because there's trees, you got to compensate for the tree movement when it's windy. So that's why I need to on that end with the paracord, I need to make it more loose and also finagle it off that branch because that's making it a little too tight. And that's it. So hey, here we go. Yours truly. So final thoughts. If I had to do this again, that 15 pound, is it 15 pound? I don't think it was 15. Is it 15 pound? Anyway, actually the test line did okay because what happened is my first attempt I got it through, it was nice and clean, but again the issue I had was so many branches over here. was too much resistance, and the fishing line snapped. And the paracord was about 10 feet high, and I couldn't reach it. So I did a redo. I said, let me just redo it. Okay, the sun is right there. I don't want that. Let me go this side. Okay, here we go. So, you know, there's too much. It's too many branches up there still. Because there's old branches up there, and I didn't wanna. My objective was I wanted to get it through the fork with the two strongest, with the strongest branches that's up there, the trunks. That way, if we get windstorm, that branch won't snap. But there's other, secondary branches or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I'm not a botanist, so don't break my balls about that, please. But anyway, so so them branches tend to break a lot, and there's always, I always get them in my yard and stuff like that. And I didn't want to run the risk of putting on a smaller branch, and it would eventually snap, and then the whole thing comes down. So I got it on a good solid branch, and as long as the end fed holds up, especially where the two meet, with a dog bone, that's the point that I think it could fail there. Or of course the squirrels, they go up and down the line and eventually eat up and of course the end fed. I did notice a few areas where it has like a clear plastic coating on it. It kind of came off, but that's before. That was from when I had it here, because I had the end fed on my roof going down this way for about 2 years. So that end fed has already been up there for a couple of years. That's why the box looks yellow and all that. So I'm hoping I can get good 3 years out of this end fed, and then I'll look into it. And of course, I had to do this stuff incognito on the down low because my neighbor happens to be out that the whole time. He had to put his van there too, which I showed you earlier in the video, because there was no van there when I started. And but that didn't stop me from doing it, because I shot the thing this way, so there was no risk of me damaging his van, even with the test shots. Because of course, like I told you, I took a couple of test shots with the glass pellet, and I was surprised. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with the slingshot. I was pretty accurate. I got it spot on. Very few attempts, I got it spot on. So when I did the redo, again, 2 shots. The first shot, I was a little off. I landed on the lower branch, and when I figured, I said, okay, I need to, and then, just take a deep breath, boom, let it go. So anyway, I got my end fed up, mission accomplished. Like I said, now I need to finalize a few things on it, and then run the coax to my... I'm going to run it straight to the shack, because of course I'm going to be using it to transmit too. So that's going to go straight to where you see me at when I do my live feeds. I call that the shack. The boiler room is a separate, but this is the shack where I do my live stream and all that. So I'm going to run the coax to there. And I may even get new coax for that. I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet. Let me see what I have scrounged around, because I want to do some listening on it too. Do some comparisons with the MLA30, with I want to have fun with that end fed, man. Because since I moved here, since I got back in the hobby, and then I wanted to do that for a long time. It feels so good to do that finally. Now, of course, I want to do I want to see if I could do one in the future going up that hill, but that's more of a risk, because at least here is on my property, even though the tree belongs to the city of Yonkers. It's way over my property line and branches and so on. And, like I said in the beginning, it was good for the goose. It's good for the gander. And I called many times, city of Yonkers to trim some of these branches. Because those branches, some of these branches, they can come down on my yard and do some damage. So you know what? Hey, might as well use it. Better the hobby, right? So anyway, there you go. That's the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Of course, share the video. You know, and subscribe to my channel. You know, like I said, I just got my ham license, technician level. Of course, I will be getting the general sometime soon, hopefully. Things coming up now, and but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and this is part of the part of that. Because now I can use my Yaesu FT818ND. I can start using this when I'm out, especially if I'm out here or in the shack. And then, of course, later on when I get my other transceiver, whichever it'll be, there you go. So thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.